Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we'll discuss about Java identifiers. In our previous video, we have discussed about keywords. In this example, if you observe the code, the word class, public, static, void, etc. These are all the keywords. These are all the reserved words. In Java, we have 51 keywords. To know about more detail about the keywords, you can watch my previous video. This program also contains other words such as demo, main, etc. Then what are these? These are all called as identifiers. What is an identifier? It is a name used for identification purpose. These are all the names given for class, method, variable, package, interface, enum, label, etc. And identifiers are case sensitive. Of course, Java itself is case sensitive. When we look back this Hello World program, the word demo, it is a user defines class name, whereas the string and system, these are all the built-in class names. These are all the class present inside the Java. Similarly, main method and println, these are all the method names. Whereas args and out, these are all the variable names. More precisely, args is a name of an array, whereas out is a name of a reference variable. The question is, can we give any name for a identifier? Answer is no. There are some rules we need to follow it. While specifying the name for the identifier can contain uppercase letters from A to Z or lowercase letters A to Z. It can contain any digit or it can also contain underscore and dollars. Remember, only two special characters are allowed, which is underscore and dollars. Of course, while specifying the identifier names, we should ensure that we are not using any Java reserved words like keywords, literal values, and restricted words. And identifiers cannot begin with a digit, and there is no restrictions in the maximum length of the identifier. Identifiers are case sensitive. Let us look at some of the example for valid identifiers. In this example, I am trying to declare a class with the name A. Of course, identifier can contain a capital letter, a small letter, and it can also contain a special character such as dollar symbol. Along with that, it can also contain another letters, digit, another dollar symbol, or an underscore. We can also begin with underscore or a dollar or a letter. If I look at invalid identifier, here I cannot use a keyword. Both class and underscore are keywords. True is not a keyword, but please remember it is a literal value. It is a reserved words. While specifying the identifier name, we cannot give a space. It cannot start with a digit, and other than underscore and dollar, we cannot use any other special characters. While specifying the name of the identifier, we follow some standard naming conventions in IT industry. The famous name is called as a camel convention. And when I say naming convention, they are not the rule. It is not mandatory. It is a best practice. The naming conventions are used for identification purpose and to avoid confusions. As I said earlier, the popular naming convention is camel convention. While specifying the name for the class, we follow some conventions. We always start with the uppercase letters. Suppose if the class name contains more than one word, then we capitalize the first letter of every word. It is recommended to use the noun such as system, thread, string, scanner. These are all some of the frequently used Java built-in class names. It is also advisable avoid using acronyms. Instead of using the short word, please elaborate it. Similar to the class, while giving the name for the interface, we start with an uppercase letter. Here also, if multiple words are present, better capitalize the first letter of every word. While specifying the interface name, try to use adjectives such as comparable, clonable, iterable. These are all some of the famous interfaces available in Java. Here also, please avoid using acronyms. While specifying the name for the method, we start with the lowercase letter. The famous example is our main method. If the method name contains multiple words, let it be the first word in small case, whereas from second word onwards, capitalize it. Example, I can say compare to. Here, T letter is capitalized. Similarly, in the method name equals ignore case, the letters I and C are capitalized. While specifying the method name, it is better to use verbs which indicates the actions such as print, read, run, etc. In Java, we store information in a memory space which is called as variable. In the upcoming video, we'll discuss what is variable and so on and so forth. For specifying the variable name, we start with a lowercase letter. If variable name contains multiple words, we capitalize the first letter of every word except the first word, such as first name, last name. So the first is written in small case, whereas N is written in capital letter. Similarly, we store some information which we don't want to change. They are called as constants. While specifying the name for the constant, we specify uppercase letters, as you can see it on the screen, time, day, etc. If it has got multiple words, please use underscore to separate them, such as start underscore time, max underscore priority, and so on and so forth. In Java, we create group of classes, and that group is called as a package. And to specify the package name, we always use lowercase letters. If package name contains multiple words, we separate them using dot. Example, java.lang. Java is a main package, lang is a sub package. Similarly, java.util, here also util is a sub package. While specifying the package name, we also follow some other naming conventions, such as we use the reserved order of the domain name. Example, if the web is google.com, then the package name, we will try to give it as a com.google. Similarly, if it is apache.org, then the package name will be org.apache. When it comes to identifiers, please remember, it is an unlimited length character sequence of Unicode letters and digits. It begins with letters, dollar or underscore. Subsequent characters means second letter onwards. It can be any uppercase or lowercase letter or a digit or a dollar or underscore. Please avoid using dollar and as well as abbreviations. It is also recommended to avoid starting with an underscore. Use the words that are easy to read, understandable, and suitable and meaningful. So please ensure that the identifier that we use will help us to understand the programming. It should be a self-documenting thing. Very important one. We must not use any keywords or reserved words. Let me declare a variable string name is equal to Bhanu. This example, Bhanu is a value given within double quote. It is called as a string. It is stored in a memory space called as a name and it is of type string. If I want to print it, I will use the statement system.out.println name. Let me run the program. As you can see, it is printing it. Similarly, let me just declare a variable to specify the variable name. It is always recommended instead of using the underscore, we just give it as a capital letter. And we have to specially indicate that it is a big number called as a long with the letter L. In the upcoming videos, definitely we'll discuss about all these information such as variables, data types, and so on and so forth. So let me just run this. In this example, demo is class name given by me. It is called as a user-defined class name. Main is a name of a method. String is a built-in class name. Args is a variable name. String, system are the built-in class name. Name is a variable name. Println is a method, and so on and so forth. Thank you.